We are making a game called On the Clock. It is a 2D puzzle platformer about the player controlling two characters at once. Um, and it's a puzzle game, which means that the character has to interact with the world, it has to pick up objects and move them around, manipulate switches, move things around in order to get to the end of the level. And it requires the special abilities of the two characters to maneuver through the level and complete the objective.
I think we sent the game to about uh, 41 or 42 people. Fact check me here. I might be wrong about that.
There were initial thoughts that the alpha of the game should be something that's very, very bare bones, very simple. And I think that is ultimately what we did. We made a very simple game that takes about 5 to 10 minutes to play.
I described the launch of Alpha as stressful but exciting. We didn't have too much to release, we just had a few levels and kind of our core gameplay. But getting the feedback from our players was, really exciting.
I think just generally any creative work, it's hard to let other people experience it. Not least because you put your heart and soul into it for all this time, and now suddenly you have to let people see it so they can say what they think.
The big feedback we got, though, was that instructions are key. Because we rushed the tutorial, so instructions to the player weren't that clear.
The problem was our tutorial. We made the tutorial in like 3 seconds. I remember being with Grant, just okay, we gotta make a tutorial, throw it out. And I just started typing away and just put some text on a wall and hope that people will be able to figure it out.
It was just a rush tutorial that we did in like 5 minutes, and a lot of controls were kind of missed. When you're making a game and, testing it, it's easy to forget that, just going in, people don't understand how the game works nearly as well as you do.
We kind of had a very basic idea going on, but we had to cut out a lot of things. We had all kinds of ideas, everything from like collectible items to freaking teleportation and I don't know, it's like swimming. We talked about swimming for a while ago.
Another one was like new abilities for the characters. Those would definitely be a good one to add. Some abilities were like guns for shooting, obviously, because right now we have no enemies. That's all going to change in beta.
We can't really afford to commission a ton of art and sound, so everything you see and hear in the game was made by us from scratch.
The assets we remade probably 2 or 3 times. We started with 16 by 16, and I didn't like it, and Philip didn't like it, so we decided to remake it. Philip made a devlog on making the character. That didn't make it into the final game. It got redone by both of us, actually.
Part of our creative vision for this game was to make something that really reminded us of the old school web games of our childhoods, right? The kind of stuff that you would play in school when you're bored. The Fire Boys and Water Girls. Platformers of yore on places like Ancon Arcade and Miniclip, things that we have a very big attachment to. And I think this game is it's our sort of love letter to that genre that Flash popularized and then destroyed.
Beta will probably come out in early 2024. I don't want to give an exact time because we're just getting started on it now, but it will come out and will be open to the public, so you are free to play it at any time, once it's released, of course.
You are free to play it. If that interests you, I encourage you to check us out, thousestudios.ca. Sign up for our newsletter. Follow us on Twitter or X or whatever. We will be posting more and more about the game as we get closer and closer to a release point.